Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 2018 McLaren 600LT Coupé. Now it says 921 horsepower, 675 pounds-feet of torque from a 4-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,818 pounds, has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 1.917 seconds, 0 to 100 in 4.054 seconds, and going to a top speed of 237 miles an hour. So the Vool 05RR was actually really rather quick in the last episode, despite being a lightweight track car. So I figured we'd go for a more normal road car, but still one that is reasonably lightweight, but at the end of the day has way more power than the Vool does. And yeah, being a bit more road friendly should hopefully suit it well for this course, because yeah, obviously being a bit more road friendly means that it's meant to deal with certain elements at the in an everyday occurrence, but obviously nothing quite as extreme as this, but just those certain elements and a certain amount of, you know, on-road and, slight off-road ability might well prove advantageous, because obviously this has been built to do with everyday driving, and yeah, everyday driving does sometimes include, gravel tracks and, maybe even the odd bit of unpaved road. So yeah, obviously the Vool is entirely focused on track, pretty much, so yeah, this might well prove to be better, but obviously it is a lot heavier, and it's nowhere near as good in terms of handling. And then both of them are dealing with all-wheel drive systems that they never had originally, so yeah, that does even things out a bit. But at the end of the day, this does have way more in the way of power. And it was more powerful to start with as well, so it's able to deal with such extra power as well. Also, having that bit of extra weight doesn't mean that it's not going to get thrown around by those bumps and jumps. Felt quite quick, but obviously we'll have to see when we get to the end if we have actually been quick. Fairly rapid across the finish line there at 171 miles an hour, and a time of slightly slower than the Vool, 2 minutes 1 second .048, but that is still a cracking time, even if it isn't quite top 20. I don't think. No. Yeah, it's just snuck into the top 20, beating the Hot Wheels 2 Jets, Chevrolet Camaro Z28, Pontiac Firebird, Honda NSX-R, Peugeot 205 Rally, Porsche 968 Turbo S, and the likes of a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, a Peugeot 207 Super 2000, and a Toyota Hilux Arctic trucks. But yeah, it's slightly behind the Vool, which managed 1 minute 59.396. As well as the likes of Shelby 1000, Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, Bugatti Divo, ATS GT, and slower than the fastest McLaren that we've had, the F1 GT. But yeah, considering this is a supercar on off-road course, and yeah, it's dealt with it really rather well. But yeah, I would have liked it to have been quicker. But yeah, considering it's way out of its comfort zone, although no more than the Vool, or probably even slightly less than the Vool, but still, it's cracking time there, and yeah, it was no trouble at all in terms of driving it, which again, considering it's a supercar and off-road course, and is yeah, that's fairly impressive, and dealt with the extra power and torque really nicely, and yeah, even though obviously it's far quicker in terms of acceleration than it was standard, also dealt with all of that nicely as well. It didn't feel like it was running out of grip, and yeah, the all-wheel drive system wasn't causing too much understeer either. So yeah, on the whole, a solid car, just not entirely impressive in terms of its time. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.